It worked out so perfect. So now we got to start looking at how to fasten her down, because it's kind of sucks I lost my gooseneck hookup, but it's not too awful. So it's got this oh shit, there went my battery thing. Let me get that set somewhere, like so. There we go. Let's see. So I got these supports that run all the way around here. I still hadn't treated it up yet, but that will be coming up. All of this here barely cleared. Still got a little ways to go there, but not very much to go up there. So that pocket was just perfect, man. Anyhow, so I can go up just, well, really not much. Honestly, this is probably going to be where it has to sit so that air conditioner can breathe. Yep. But once I get her all trued up on there, I can get her fastened down with some body washers. Now I need to figure out something about steps. Yeah, buddy. Here, in fact, let me find a ladder real quick. I've had this old ladder for ever. Now, will I trust going up any kind of heights with this ladder? No, not anymore. I'm not saying she's getting on the older side of things, but the more faded that plastic gets, the less I trust those couplings. Close this. And we're in. Things got a little moved around in here. This is her on the inside. This is how we make it. Now we got a high up view. What's up, everybody? Good morning, Red Wolf. How you doing, buddy? Got my solar panel in here. Got this chair, it's comfortable. Old TV. I need to put it on the wall. Do a mount for it, but that tends to hold it pretty well. Yep. Got a bunch of shit falling over here. My bad. Shit always goes everywhere. So before, did okay, it's looking good. Hell yeah, dude. Let's see, that's $3,000 a month in California. No kidding, dude. No kidding. Baltimore. Right? Well, you know, at least I half-ass look decent bald. I still age like milk. I brought this charge controller in. Whoops. Maybe I can do that. There we go. Brought this little charge controller in here. So now I can see voltage, what kind of amperage the, or how many watts are getting put out by the panels. So as far as the truck goes, I got a plan for that. So I'm going to mount these solar panels, 2 of them on the roof of the truck, 1 of them slanting up going to the ambulance. And I got some angle iron to do all that. Yep, she's really turning out, man. These are moving blankets from Harbor Freight. That worked out really well. This one got flipped. Whoops. Just done kind of stretched now, so I might have to tighten that back up, but that's how she normally goes. Yep. This is my humble abode when I'm on the road. There's the bathroom. Yes, I know. It's a bucket with a toilet seat. I mean, it gets the job done, does it not? Anyhow. It's got scented bags. This is what I do. Scented bags and kitty litter, surprisingly. Meow, motherfucker. Just crack a door open. That's all you gotta do. Buy a property in New York and California, then live in a poor state like a king. Damn straight. Man, can you imagine what it costs to fix those properties though? Ooh. There's probably gonna be upsides and downsides to that. Let me gotta do all this. Oh, I gotta take a mess. Hold it. What the hell happened here? There we go. And free. Plug this back in. Alright. Yep. I still gotta get these lights out. Because these, I noticed when it was cold outside, I had the heater going, it sweats right here. So, and whenever I took one of the lights out, it's just straight to the roof. You know, it's just letting all kinds of cold in. So, these gotta come out, lights gotta come out, I gotta seal all that up, foam it in when I'm done. And I gotta finish taking the lights on the outside off and getting those foamed in and sealed up. Just foaming the ones that were open, and then all the vents, like for instance, I didn't know it, this vent right here, by the way, had a big ass, well, it's sealed now, but when you opened it up, it led straight to the outside. There's like a little chrome vent on the outside, it's straight through. It just went nowhere but to right there. There was a big ass wasp nest in there too, and the reason I found out, because whenever I pushed that up, I was like, huh, I saw a little bit of daylight coming through. I was like, I wonder what that is. Opened it up, and about, 40 wasps were looking back at me like, hi. I'm gonna close that back. But yeah, there was another one over here, so that vent back there does the same thing. It's got a little bit more of a tube that goes down though. Yep, just outside air. So I foamed all those in, and just doing that, this AC right here cools this thing down in no time. The AC I installed right there, which in fact, let me go kick on the power. I got the power. Let me turn it like this, like so. I'll be right back. Yeah, I gotta figure out something better than this ladder. Now we got power in here, which means that's cool. Running purely off batteries right now. I'm not living in it. Well, technically I do when I'm on the road, but that's it. AC running. when we're crushing cars on the move, when we're states away, or across state lines, or just too long of a drive back and forth, we stay in this. That recliner right there is good enough for me. I don't complain. I don't need no big ass bed or nothing like that, no drop down or nothing. But yeah, main thing was getting it sealed up, getting the AC to where it would be effective, and you know, going from there. Got my little propane stove. I got matches up there. Now I can see my charge level, how much the panels are putting out, all that good stuff there. Because at first I didn't have access to that. It's nice to know it. That way when it's nighttime, I can tell just about how much power I got left. Because I only got 3 batteries at the moment, but the plan is 8. And right now that air conditioner will run almost all night on just 3 batteries. Like I'm talking, it'll kick off about 2 o'clock in the morning, which is pretty decent. But yeah, it's got solar lights from outside. They're on their own system. They'll last until about like 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning as well, if I'm using them. But yeah, see, I can run TV, lights, all that good stuff. Just AC. And then I got a diesel heater, which I now got to remount because I don't have the trailer no more. Oh, let me show you all that. Holy shit. I'll leave that AC running, fuck it. Right here. Now that would be one hell of a welding trailer. There's my diesel heater. So what she was on. That would be one hell of a damn welder's trailer. It's got, like I said, your own diesel tank. You can hook that up, put gas in it, whatever you got to do. That's what it originally was, though, was a diesel. These actually work really good. Just putting that out there. It'll burn you out of there. Now, I mean, I've seen people make ambulances work, but they're gutted. You know, as far as living in, because one of the main things that takes up a lot of room is the cabinets. Let's see. If you look, all that's outside cabinets. All that right there. That one you can pass through. There's a door outside and a door right here, so you can actually open that straight up through and through. But yeah, this is obviously inside cabinet. That's your fender well. There's a raised spot right here. That's a cabinet. If you were to eliminate all that, maybe push all this back, it'd actually be a pretty decent little RV. Yep. What's up, Ghost? It's your rear end. You're right. You're right. Yep. Well, the AC feels good. Lower these legs down. Oh my God, they take a lot of room. Yeah, I've seen some nice ones, man. But this ain't gonna be like living full time. All it's got to be good for is 2 to 3 days, maybe 4 days at a time. Depending on how far, probably a week. For me, this is everything I need right here. So look, it works out pretty well. And this is a high roof too, so you're not crunched over. This is the only one out there they had like that, and I can't believe I got it for $300, man. Been good. And then of course it had a perfect floor in it, but man, when I got back with it, man, I punched a freaking hole through the floor. As soon as I unloaded it off the trailer, it had a drive shaft still connected to it, and where the what do you call it, the carrier bearing is, and it's got like a, you know, it's got a joint right there in the drive shaft. There was a front drive shaft too, and it kind of just loose. But when I was pulling it into place to where I could start working on it, freaking drive shaft broke, dug into the ground, and pushed straight up through the floor. So that was nice. Yeah. I have to go to work on my tractor. Rated at 12 volt from 6, melted 2 coils already, cleaned all the rust from the tank, fixed the tank holes, now the water pump's loving. Oh yeah, dude. It's been a long time since that thing's run now. Yeah, that's gonna go. Shit, hey, you'll find problems you never knew it ever had. Try to put old girl back to work. Yep. I like my high up view I got. I got the bird's eye view. This truck's actually kind of tall. Shit, it'll be just a hair bit taller because I'm going from these, what are they? Shit, installed new gauges, had to fix the brush hog, runs and mows, just fixing all the bugs. Yep. Oh yeah. At least it's an old enough tractor, man. I mean, hell, they're easy as I'll get out to work on. Okay, I take it back. They can be a booger, but for the most part, compared to the bullshit you got to deal with nowadays, i.e. the Traco, new doesn't always mean better. Finding parts, yeah, it is. We got a guy that's local here, man. All he does is tractors, and we're lucky to have him. But he keeps a lot of new old stock. It's pretty cool. That, and he can get pretty much anything for some. I've seen him produce parts for some super rare tractors. You know, like just some off shit. You know, what was that old tractor brand? What was it called? White or something like that? Whatever they call them. What was it? The White something? Yeah, it's like a old tractor, man. He was able to produce a let's say it was thermostat housing or some shit like that for it. Yeah, you got a Massey Harris, yeah. Yep. Now I'm trying to set up so when I hopped on studio, by the way, we're at 5,400 subs, man. That's freaking crazy. Thank y'all. And I mean, that shit happened so fast. But YouTube, they sent me a notification about the membership thing. I don't know how that's gonna work. Don't give me the line. I couldn't tell you. They were talking about on there about live streams for members only and all that, but I don't think I got enough people yet to be doing things like that. But I don't know. I got the notification though. We'll see where all that goes. I'm trying to do everything they ask, you know. Try to really boost it up, you know. That's why I'm trying to. Like for instance, us shooting the shit right now. I understand it's not gonna bring no views or nothing. I'm used to that. That ain't nothing. I mean, hell, we were shooting the shit when there was only like 5 people in here. Massey Harris Colt tractor was produced, yeah, 52 to 53. Woo, you really picked a good one, didn't you? Of all the tractors and fields to revive, that one. But yeah, I know we don't get me using these, and that's cool, man, dude. I'm more about shooting the shit with people. That's what I'm about. Especially on the weekends, man. Everybody's just kind of you know, out and about. My wife, she's getting ready. She's getting my son ready, and we're about to run out to get some breakfast. I don't know. We'll see. Y'all might be riding along with us on that. You know, just I'll hang out. Why not? Yeah, Ghost. Of all the tractors to pick, that one. millions of Fords, millions of John Deeres. You had to go with that one? Oh man. Well, get ready to be used in the machine shop for a lot of what you do. Hey, you might restore it up. Yeah, I guess it would be worth it. Yeah. Boy, you're going to catch hell restoring that then. You got to find some parts. I don't know. That dude local to me, he might be able to get something for it. Yep. Oh, it's rare, all right. Who cares? I'm modding it. Ah! Somebody, some collector out there is melting right now knowing this is happening. Bringing it up to date. Oh shit, you gonna put a cab on it, some AC, put some computers on it. You can go out there and run rows, you know, straight as an arrow. Oh, I see how it is, alright. No, I got you. Just bringing it up to a 12-volt system, all that good stuff. Yep. Stereo with subs. You gonna put some air ride on it. He's gonna be running around. He's gonna have the gold chain link steering wheel. Yeah, y'all can tell I just used my hands to do that. We'll have a gold chain link steering wheel, run it up to a car meet or a tractor meet for that. Mine's a 3500 Chevy Silverado ambulance 4x4. Yeah, dude. So mine is a C7500. It's a 4-door truck, man. It's beautiful. And one day, I was measuring the body on this ambulance, because this was on that trailer, which if you saw that stream yesterday, it was me taking it off that trailer and putting it on the truck. By the way, sketchy shit, hot, hard, by yourself. I had to use 3 machines just to do it. Now I feel bad for anybody trying to do this shit without any of that. But anyhow, the measurements on this ambulance, front to back, side to side, was absolutely perfect to the bed that's on this truck. I had to do it. It was a sign from the universe to do this. Now, I'm not done, obviously. It's just strapped on here right now, but I got to get it centered up perfectly, get it all to where it's going to be correct, and then I still got some adjustments to do, and then after that, I can start drilling the holes through the frame of the ambulance itself, and through the bed of the truck, which it's got, you know, thick, you know, what is it, 1/4-inch steel, you know, sitting on, you know, on top of the bed. So I'm gonna drill straight through that and use wide body bolts, and that's what's gonna fasten the ambulance body to the bed. And that, I mean, hell, that should be more than enough. You know, I'm gonna do probably, I'm gonna say 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's gonna have 12 points of you know, grade 8 bolts with wide body washers. I mean, hell, it's gonna be good. 3-wheel motion while bush hogging. He's gonna be over here flexing it. Yep. Yeah, dude. Here, you ain't seen the outside of it, have you, AMD? Jimmy? Okay, let's go on a trip. Let's break the monotony. Here we go. Let me show you what we got so far. We're gonna do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah. We already did the sketchy shit. Doo-dah-dee-dee-dum. Oh, by the way, the truck rides so much better. So, let me back way up. Golly, this camera zoomed in. There we go. That's her right now. Oh, by the way, that truck is amazing, dude. I got the family model. That's her. Like I said, just strapped right now. But she will be permanent. That way I ain't got to run around with straps on it. And I don't know, this area right here, technically, I could still use that. I mean, it's a big old pocket in there, too. And what I'm thinking with the winch, too, that's another thing I was looking at. I can unbolt that roller setup for the winch and run it back here. And right here, I can cut this out. Bolt that plate to the bed, of course. It's not going to be using the ambulance body for sport. Have my winch right here. That way I can still use my winch. You know, still use my truck like that. Yeah, dude. I love it. I'm getting the 1960 International R170 dump truck. Oh, hell yeah. Yep. That's my baby. I love this trailer. This is my daily driver, by the way. Yep. And it's funny because I drive two of the most opposite things in the world. I drive this big ass C75, you know, Caterpillar 3116, which that ain't big. I mean, that's their fuel efficient engine anyways, but you know, just this large truck with 22 fives on it, the whole nine. And my other vehicle, I'll save you the trouble. Okay. Let me do this. It's a live wire one. What's up, Jack? Look what we did. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yep. Yeah, buddy. I drive a big ass C7500 and then a live wire one full electric motor. And this is what I'm left with, man. I like this trailer. I was thinking about just selling it, which I probably still am. But golly, that would make a nice welding trailer, wouldn't it? You got your own fuel supply on board. You got all your lines you can pull from. There's a lot of shit you can do with that. Obviously a heavy axle. I mean, this was like a F450, F550, something like that. I know it was at least a F450. Yeah. Heavy axles, dually. I mean, just stout. Look how thick the frame is. You know? My neighbor, he welded this up. I helped him plumb it up, get it all straight. So dead even from where we pulled from. So all that, I mean, it pulls straight as an arrow. When I had the ambulance body on there, it was perfect. I still gotta get my diesel heater mounted over there. Find a place for it. I still won't mount them inside for obvious reasons. Because I want to wake up in the morning. I sketched out when I see people mount those things inside. There's no way. There is no way. Yep. I mean, I guess I could mount it somewhere here maybe. Like have a diesel heater here. You know, that way it's outside, there's cross flow and all that good stuff. Because the floor's sealed at least. At least there's that. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's solid, dude. Hi, the man. Everyone wants a trailer now too. We're gonna do some sketchy shit, doo-dah. I swear, dude, that was sketch the whole time. I was so worried it was gonna fall. But 3 machines and a whole lot of by myself in this. I was able to get it on there. See, I still got some adjustments to do before I go to fastening it down. Look here, she sits just over a little bit. From measurement, she'll be, so basically right here will be that right in here. Then I can start fastening it down. There's my winch set up there, which I can still pull this bed back a little bit and be able to access all that and be able to, you know, unbolt all that so I can do that winch thing at the bottom, because I definitely want to do that so I can still use that, because I don't want to make it useless. All AC is going to be close, because I think this is about as far as I can go right now. It's close. Yeah, because it's breathing now. It don't like much. If I go any further forward, it's going to lose that. So I guess I'll just have to live with this gap right here, which ain't bad because I can put my wood blocks in here. I can use this area for sure. So I got my wood blocks. I got one there. I got another one over there, and I put, you know, some chains, some outside shit I can put right here. I need a ladder. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the wambulance. The wambulance. Yeah, that's what we've been calling it, the wambulance. Yep. I gotta figure out something better than this ladder right here. Something more stable. If I can get those aluminum ramps they do on RVs that pull out, you know, that'd be nice. Speaking of which, let me fix this real quick, because going over all them steps kind of sucks. Okay. Yeah. I still got to delete these lights here. Get all that foamed in. And you can tell I got the foam in there. It's kind of rough right now. And the ones that were open, and just sealing those off, man, it does a whole lot better. Isosceles triangle ramp. Huh. Little box. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the whole point. I got all of these storage options. It works for me. Like, if anybody was planning on actually living in this thing, they would delete all them boxes. All that shit would be gone. What happened? See, what happened was we put an ambulance box on the back of my truck. Yep. Putting in some security cameras this afternoon. Friends coming over to make sure I don't fall off the roof or film it for YouTube if I do. Dude, let me tell you what happened to me yesterday. And this is what had happened was. See, what had happened was I was unhooking a trailer from the Dodge, that 4500 he's got at work. I stepped on the trailer. It was slick as hell, dude. I fell off that son of a bitch. Dude, I fell off of it, and my head, the side of my head smoked. And I mean smoked the back bumper of that truck, man. Oh, I felt it all day. I had a headache, man. I'm still tender to the touch right there on the side. At least I didn't cry like a bitch. Oh, yeah, dude. Hey, what's up, Chris Brown? Oh, yeah, dude. I love it already. All I gotta do now is get it fastened. Oh, dude, you surprisingly didn't see stars, man. It happened. I felt like a sack of potatoes, man. I lost my footing. And down I went, man. But I smacked the side of my head and I jammed the hell out of my finger. I had to take my ring off. It was swelling. That motherfucker's sitting sideways right now. That's nice. Anyhow, didn't bruise. Side of my head, man. No red mark, no nothing. And you know what it reminded me of? This is where my mind went. All right, this is how fucked up this is. My mind went back to that movie. I think it's a scary movie, I want to say. Remember where they had the tripods? It was the funny one, right? And it was Cindy in the... I'll always call her Cindy. But she was in the wrestling ring with Mike Tyson, female Mike Tyson. Yeah, that shit was so funny. But remember that part whenever they were sitting there tripping, and like everybody was tripping and breaking their necks? That is what it reminded me of for some reason. Because I swear I came close. My head went sideways. So believe me, whenever it all happened and after it was done, that's where my mind went. I was thinking, damn, it was just like the movie. Man, dude, I was close to becoming Stephen Hawking. Y'all be listening to a whole different format of videos. Leslie Nielsen is in it. Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's a good movie. I love that, man. She went to go fight. I remember my first time ever watching it. It's been, golly, forever ago, dude. My first time watching it, when I saw Mike Tyson turn around, I like to have shit my pants, dude. I was laughing so hard. Oh my god, dude. I wish they would bring shit like that back, man. Those movies were just freaking hilarious. Oh, Mike Tyson turned around, but he had a wig on. Who would have known that would be true today? Back then was parody. Today it's real life. Oh my god. Shit. Yep. Well, I feel like Hank Hill right now. Yep. Yeah, dude. What was parody back then is real life now. Used to, that was a joke. Y'all seen where what's her face was getting, or what's his face? Sorry, was getting going through some shit. Well, probably shouldn't be creepy and going into women's restrooms in Disney. Not a smart idea, especially when there's kids around. I don't give a fuck what you do on your own time. I couldn't give two shits less. But when you start involving real people, I mean, what the fuck? You still got a fucking wiener. Regardless of anything, I don't give a fuck. You got a wiener. It works. Stay out the women's bathroom. Just do everybody a favor. Just stay out the fucking bathrooms. Just look, you be fine. Go in there with the men. Use one of us, regardless of whether you like it or not. We'll be uncomfortable, but we can deal with it. It's fine. Hell no, they don't. Yeah, dude. Like I said, I don't give two shits what you do to your own. That's fine. Keep the kids out of it. Stay out the bathrooms. The women's restroom is off limits. I don't even give a fuck if you invert that shit. You send your wife or your child, your daughter into a bathroom and some dude's talking like me. he's standing up taking a piss. I mean, come on. How do you think people are gonna react? And that's like when you're talking like me right now. You got a man's voice, right? You're sitting there talking, ordering your food. Where does your brain go? Where does your brain, as somebody who's taking your order, right? You're gonna say sir, because when you hear a man's voice, you're gonna say sir. I'm sorry, is what it is. It's a monkey brain. It's been hardwired for thousands of years. It ain't gonna change overnight. It ain't gonna change in the last 20, 30 years. Yeah, dude. And at least there's one basic fact. Women got their bathroom, men's got theirs. There's a reason it's like that. You know? That's why we separate the two. And I think, this is just me personally, I think if they keep pushing this matter and they get it all passed and they want it to be a thing, I think you're opening up the possibility of having perverts and shit like that pose as this and that, yada yada, going in there doing some malicious shit. Because that's already happened. But anyhow, that's a weird tangent. That's just one of my little morning rants. Again, I don't care what you do. That's up to you. But stay out the women's restroom. That's all I got to say about it. It's very slippery slopes. Yeah, very slippery slopes. But I just wish people would keep, whatever you fucking do, I don't give two shits. Just keep it out of fucking public. And you gotta admit, come on, it's ma'am, that kind of shit. Come on, come on. You cannot remember Ron, not Ron White. What's his name? You'll know exactly who I'm talking about when I say this. When you stand there in front of a mirror and you look at yourself and go, "All right," I mean, come on, dude. Just look at yourself in a mirror. Come on. And this applies to everybody. When you're going to Walmart, right? And you see people, I mean, like a busted can of biscuits, and they're wearing some of the skimpiest shit. Just look at yourself in a mirror. Come on. Where are the curtains next time? Damn. If you can't accept yourself for who you are, then how am I supposed to? Yeah, dude. Yep. All right, thanks for sharing. Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem. I don't know, man. I guess we're just built different. Me personally, man, I just we go somewhere when it comes down to sending a daughter or my wife into a bathroom. If there was a man in the bathroom, dude, it's an ass whooping. It's automatic. I don't give a fuck if you're wearing a dress or not, dude. You have no fucking business. You just have no business. Because how do I know you're not in there, to do some malicious shit or some nasty shit, Shit like that, just, Have a 16-year-old girl, that fear. Yeah, dude. Yeah, because there's so many fucking perverts out there, man. It's crazy. Yeah, amount of shit you got to worry about. You just can't guarantee everybody's going to be a good motherfucker. And then you got so many people that sit on the sidelines when shit's going down. They ain't going to jump up and run to her rescue. It's rare that you see that. It's more the fact that everybody's just sitting there, staying to themselves, man. While a woman's getting beat or something's going down, I don't know. She had no idea either. Can't protect them from everything. Oh, this is my work rig. This is when we're driving out to job sites and whatnot. I stay up in there and I can tow the service trailer. It's my own personal thing, It's just saves a whole lot of driving. we travel state to state. We crush cars and shit like that. But yeah, makes me want to move back to the States. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, dude. I mean, regardless of how they want to push that argument, man, that's the majority of the fucking people that are just, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like it, man, but I call it more of a, what do they call them horse trailer? Like a weekender, I think. You know, them horse trailers, they don't have like full on everything, you know. It's just for like 2 or 3 days out, you know. It's kind of like that. So I got a little bathroom in there, I guess, quote unquote bathroom. It's just a bucket with a seat on it. I mean, you know, shit like that, you know. It's good enough for me to run out, stay 2 to 3, 4 days, taking hobo baths, shit like that, you know, and then coming back, you know, being at home, restock, resupply, go back out 3 to 4 days, you know. Oh yeah, it's got a shit ton of toolboxes, man, everywhere. Both sides. I even got one side dedicated for the solar setup. So this is where I put my solar panels when I'm not using them, is in here. This is where my battery banks, my what do you call it, the inverter and all that good stuff. This right here, it's just a box. I ain't used it, figured it out, you know, for what it's going to be for. It ain't pretty, but there she is. I plan on 8 batteries, a box to hold them all that good stuff. But yeah, of course, the inside view for you. Let me suck all these legs back in. Inside view. Ooh, that air conditioner's working good. Yep. AC, and it's running off the battery right now. Yeah. Got my little propane stove. I got extra propane up there. Toilet paper, all the good stuff. Fan, chargers, tripod, all the other stuff. Yeah, dude. I said, yeah, Jack, man. We hit 5,400 subs. It's crazy, man. Thank you. But yeah, dude. I got counter space, TV. I want to get that on the wall, though. I want to put it somewhere up here. That way it's out of the way and I get that extra space again. Yeah, I can access to my panels and stuff above it right here. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. My tools and shit I use kind of for this thing, but I'll put other tools from, you know, from the job site, I guess, in here and down there. And of course, this is all inside here. Got a few of these storage things here. Can I do a light? Might be able to do the light. I don't know. We'll try it. Okay, why not? Flashlight. Nope, can't use it. Of course. Wait, hold up. Does it let you use it on here though? What's that? Hey, it does. Looky there. You learn something new every day. Yeah. So you got storage there. AC, all that cool stuff. This right here, this is all the electrical shit for the camper. But I mean for the what you call it, ambulance. But none of that's used. All that shit's bypassed except for the AC circuit. So those come with it. There's one back there behind that. That's useful. That's nice. I think there's one over here too, ain't it? Nope, it ain't. It's was it inside one of these? Yeah, it was. See right there. And they glow green too, so it's nice. In the dark you can find them. That's the stock AC shit. I got the fans working. I got the heater. I think that put out. Yeah, it had a heat. No, it didn't. I got the fans and all that work. I could not get the compressor to work. Don't know. Fuck it. I got AC now. All right. Probably gonna take all that shit out, and that's another storage option, I guess. But yeah, I gotta take all this out. These are cold points because as soon as you pull these lights out, I pulled one out and just looked in there, and it's got foam all the way around here, but this is just a hollow core that goes straight to the roof. And it's just I saw whenever it was cold outside and I had the diesel heater going, this all sweats and frosts up. So yep, Couldn't tell you. Don't know much about ambulances, but I come across this one. It's a high roof too. I'm standing up fully in here. I'm not having to crouch down or nothing. Yep. These lights here, they go outside. They're on their own solar circuit, so they kick on after it gets dark, and I can just unscrew the bulbs. I mean, again, I'm crude. It works for what I do. I'm okay with that. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we made it to 5,000, man. I couldn't believe it, man. We shot through 4,000 like that, man. When I hit 4,000, like, holy shit, dude. Next thing you know, 5,000. Like, holy shit. But yeah. Yeah. Works for what I need it for. But it's one of the larger bodies, man, because they had a shit ton of ambulances out there, and all the other ones I went into, they were all just, you had to kind of crouch a little bit to walk in them, you know? And they weren't as wide, they weren't as big as this one. This was the only one, and on top of that, ironically, this was the nicest one out there. All the other ones had these, so there was a lot of them that had all of that gone. Like, there's a big area. It's where it just melds into the cab of whatever you're driving. But this was the only one that had this small little port, which is perfect, you know, for what I need it for. And it was the best option. It was clean, everything. Everything was clean and nice in here, man. It still had all of these lights. A lot of these were already missing out of all the other ones. The inverter had its own, this was a AC to DC here. And the other ones, they worked purely off of an inverter. They had it all wired in and whatnot. This, all it had was a plug-in. Just like a regular wall plug-in. And that's what I used to do all the plugs. All I had to do was plug into that. That's it. But it was nice. Once I got the inverter in there, you know? So, yeah. None of this works. If I was to hook DC power up, this would kick on. The vacuum pump works. So all that shit still exists. Don't know what that would all be for. Anyways, I don't know. I could probably delete a lot of this medical shit. The oxygen shit, though, I don't know, because it's still got the gauges. It's still got the tank, you know, where the tank holder is and all that good stuff. And what I'm thinking, I don't know, probably taking I don't know what you would do with that. Because it's got that there, it's got one there. But you could probably convert it over for something else. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. What would be a good use for that? Let's see. Surprisingly, my battery's doing pretty good. What does something like that cost? Man, you are not going to believe me. You are not going to freaking believe me when I tell you what I paid for this thing. So it was this, and let me give you some context. It was this, and it was sitting on that frame right there, and that frame had a front axle and all that good stuff on it. Anyhow, no ambulance body, like no cab. It didn't have a cab on it. Didn't have motor, transmission, nothing like that. But the rear end, the tire, the wheels that were on it, this box was $300. Shit you not. I couldn't pay the man fast enough. I literally went home that night, hooked up to a trailer, come back that morning, and at the end of the day when we was done working, loaded this sumbitch up. And I asked him, see, at first it was just the box that I was going to get for $300. And I asked him, I said, well, how much do you want for the frame and all that? I'll save you guys some work, you know, just see what it's going to cost. He says, well, shit, dude, you'd be saving us a lot of work. $300, you just get it all. I could not believe it, man. Ghost is still mad. I'm sorry, buddy. If I come across another one, I promise you, you'll be the first one I call. But, yeah, dude, I could not get over it. So really, realistically, all I've got invested in this ambulance right now, other than time, shit, let's see, TV was like $100. Just a lot of this shit I already had. The inverter, it was about 500, I want to say, 400, 500 bucks with the, I think it was like 400 something with the discount. The batteries, I can get a good discount because of where I used to work. They, anyhow, some real ones, which I bought these when I was still working there. These 3 batteries that I have now, but I think they were like 70 or 80 a piece for deep cycles. So right now, what I'm into it at, shit, less than 1,000 maybe. Oh, the AC was like $100, 115, 120 something. I want to say. So yeah, I'm in it less than $1,000. I hooked it up to a sink for the drain. Shoots back the gray water tank. Hell yeah. So like this right here? That's what you're talking about? Yeah, because it's got all the hoses and shit. You know, I got to figure out how to undo these connectors here and do something that's more I could use. You know. Oh, I got my charge controller here with which it's nice having that inside because it can cool really good. But it shows my battery level, what the wattage and amperage of the system is. You know, so that's nice. Yeah, outlet size. Yeah. Yep. I love it, man. It's really worked out for me, man. And I liked it being a trailer, but I kept running into this problem. Any plans to paint it to match the truck? Oh, yeah, dude. Probably. Well, I don't know. Paint's fucking expensive. I might just clean the ambulance shit off, you know, with that little rubber thing for a drill. That might be the plan. I might just leave it white. That and it reflects a lot of heat, so if I paint it blue, it's going to soak in a lot of heat. The white works pretty well in the summer. Let's see, yeah. Yep. I love it. And now I get a bird's eye view. It sits on top of this truck. Sits high up. Exactly what I was thinking. Keep it white. Yeah, because like I said, the sun, man. It see, it's aluminum, and it's you can tell that outside, if it wasn't for the white paint, you know, reflecting a lot of that sunlight off of it, you could feel the warmth come through right where the braces are. But I'll tell you, whenever it gets cold outside, you'll see where the braces go across to the roof because it's got that what do they call it where it transfers the cold in, you know, or the hot out, you know, whatnot. The what do they call that? I mean, it's pretty much that though. Transfers the heat. Anyhow, what is that? What do they call that? What do they call it? Fusion or something like that? Anyhow, you get what I mean. I assume. Anyhow, yeah, dude. So if it was painted blue, it would just soak that heat right into here, and it would just make this air conditioner struggle. Need to put it in a sunroof. I don't know, man. I like how she has 0 leaks and has no worry of leaks. That roof is solid up there. And it's aluminum, so I ain't got to worry about fiberglass cracking or shit like that, you know. I ain't got to worry about covering it or nothing. It just works. Or a skylight with a vent. I agree with what you're saying, but it would look sick. Oh, it would, dude. It would. Oh, yeah. But for me, I ain't all about the purtiness. I can live without it, man. I got the family model truck. She's already got some faded paint. I do need to address that though, because on the roof, it's lost all of its. Obviously, the paint's chipped off, and it's at the point to where okay, it's starting to get to the metal. All right, I got to address that. I cannot let that sit. So the truck definitely will be getting a new paint job. But as far as the box goes, yeah, I'm gonna leave it like it is because I'm more function over beauty. Now the truck, though, yeah, for sure. I'd like to improve the look of the truck. Yep. So it wouldn't hurt to put new seals in the cab in the truck, and I know I got a window seal leaking, so I'm gonna have to address that on the passenger side because anytime it rains, there's a little bit of water in the floor, and I want to stop that before it becomes a rust issue because I keep soaking it up and draining it out, you know, and just yeah. Need to nip that in the butt. Right now, though, I gotta get my truck in. I'm gonna because I was planning on doing it last week, but we got busy. We got busy last week. Oh my god, dude. But I need to get it into a guy I know local. He knows these pumps really well on these Caterpillar engines. I'm gonna get him to turn it up just a little bit. Not like nothing crazy or nothing, just enough, you know. But I'm also going to get the whatever the hell this air problem I got, man. Ever since oh, what's up, buddy? But ever since I changed the filter on it, man, and I've changed thousands of fucking filters on diesels. This is the first one that's ever given me a problem. And I've tried everything. I've tried every trick in the book. I made sure there was no seal on it. Like I said, the only thing I haven't done yet, and I really need to do it, dude. I just need to fucking do it, is pressurize the tanks and find out where the fucking leak is. But right now, man, without doing that, I've done every other trick in the book trying to find this air leak or whatever's restricting the fuel pressure or whatever. It's more like it's just air getting into it, because it'll run great, man, and then it's like whenever you go to like do a long pull, it just falls on its ass, you know. But yeah. Oh, what's up, buddy? I don't know what you're saying, but I'll show you what we got. This is an ambulance body. We converted over into like a work camper thing. And let me show you the outside. This is something I did yesterday. I mounted it. Boy, that AC feels good compared to out here. Mounted it on my truck. She is a beaut. Now she's not mounted permanently, obviously. You know, that won't be a thing. Like I said, I'm gonna get it trued up and then get it fastened to the body. Like I said, I got storage options for sure, and I could probably do something with these wheel arches. Like I said, I got a lot of room in here. There's a big old pocket in there too. So we'll see. We'll do stuff with this. Kind of, because I was thinking it's gonna be ugly as hell, which it kind of still is, but at the same time, it's kind of useful too. I could probably put a decent sized toolbox there. Back a lock, of course. Obviously. Yeah, I'm not gonna have that shit just free floating out there. But yeah. She is a beaut. Don't open the door and step outside. You will fall. Right now you will. Put that cold air. I won't lose all that. This was the frame it was sitting on. Anybody that hadn't seen that yet. This is my diesel heater. So I got to figure out. I think the best thing for me to do is just sell it. But I really don't need it. I have trailers. That's the thing. I have good trailers already set up for what I need it for. That would make somebody an awesome welding trailer, though. Yep. Shit, let me plug the charger back in. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Hey, and then we could use the light. Right? That is so awesome. Oh, I did take this box out that was sitting right here. So there's normally a seat with like a little hazmat thing right here with a little cabinet underneath for storage. I took that out. Oh yeah, man. As soon as I saw, man, when I pulled up at that yard and I just saw rows of ambulances, I said, I gotta find out how much he wants for it. I was thinking, see, in my mind, I was thinking for just a box, he'd probably want $1,000, $1,500, something like that. That's where my mind went, you know. And when he said $300, buddy, I couldn't burn his hand up with a handshake fast enough, you know. This thing was just, I mean, it was too perfect. He said, yeah, just pick you one out that you want, we'll get it loaded up for you. Hell yeah. He really cut me a deal, man. He cut me a hell of a deal. I still thank him to this day. I don't think he truly knows just how useful this ambulance is to us. And not to mention, you know, me and my wife and my sons have been camping in it, you know. Like I said, it's a great, no, I don't live in it, no, I don't live in this. It's a great weekender, you know. But what we do for it, what is that, Audi A3? I've seen some of those. I think we got one, well, we had one. I think we crushed it. But, yeah, Audi A3. This is what we use when we're crushing cars. I always tow this out to a job site, and this is what we stay in. When we go out of state, you know, shit like that, you know. So it's good for like 4 or 5 days at a time. Come home, resupply, you know, get the trash out, the whole nine, you know, and go back out in it, you know, in it again. So that's the goal of this. And also on the back of this thing, so when I first, so sometimes jobs, depending on how many cars are at a job, we'll drag the trailer out there and we'll be on the job for a month at a time, you know. Well, at some point, I'll come back with the truck, and I want to have my motorcycle carrier, you know, the hitch carrier, on the back of this truck, and put my CRF 300L or the live wire on the back, and that way I can still have a way of getting around without having to pull the whole truck out, you know. Yeah, no, I don't live in here, but she definitely works for what I need her for. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this area right here though. That's a seat. That opens up. That's storage under there. See? It's got a seat belt, so technically somebody could ride back here. I might keep that like it is. I don't know. Because all that does is that's Velcro there. That's Velcro there. You can pop all that off and it'll be a flat surface you can work with. But the way it is now, yeah, you can strap in and technically ride in this thing. Because even though, because when I'm done, the body will be fastened to the frame. So yeah, and there was a seat where I'm sitting right now. I had to get that out of here because I don't like that I couldn't move it. I couldn't do nothing with it, so I got it out. Got a bird's eye view now. Storage for days. AC. Yeah. Yep. Is nice. Kill that light. There we go. Hey, rain expected. How about that? Thunderstorms possible this afternoon. The essentials. That's it. That's it. And I imagine, like I said, that when I get the gear ratio right in the back on the rear end, where I can actually cruise down the highway without having to absolutely scream at 65. When I get the gear ratio right and I get the pump all sorted out and whatever that air problem is sorted out, we could do some longer trips on this truck. It would be nice. Like I said, you got everything you need just right here. Had to take off, but it was a pleasure. I subscribe. I appreciate that, Pops. Pops 1970. Appreciate that, buddy. But yeah, dude, you take it easy. But that's like, you know, after we fasten the body and everything, like, let's say we're going to run out, you know, go stay a few days somewhere. We can just take the truck. It's the family model. It's a 4-door. I can load up the, put the car seat in the back. Shit, we all run out. And I could have that hitch carrier on the back and carry the bikes out with us, man. Carry the, I don't know, the CRF 300L, and I'll probably take the mini bike. And my wife, she's scared of the CRF 300L. She hasn't made it to that point yet, but she'll ride the hell out of a mini bike in a heartbeat. So I mean, we can still get out and ride, you know. And little man, he loves the mini bike. That boy, you can't keep him off that thing. And as far as I go on the CRF, he could ride with either or, you know, her or me, and we can go ride somewhere and just see the sights. And the mini bike, technically, it's easy in the state of Tennessee to register that thing because I got a MSO on it. And all I got to do is put a windshield, I think just to pass. It's not a windshield, it's a mirror, blinkers, tail light. It's already got a headlight. And that's it. and it would pass inspection. I could put a tag on it. It could be a slow, quote unquote, slow moving vehicle, and shit, we could actually go out, being that it would be registered here, and still ride state roads and shit like that. You know, like not highways, but state like maintenance roads and shit like that. You know, that's all the places we like to go anyways. You know. Yep. It's like when we ride through the Ozarks, there's some fire roads I like to take too. They just lead out to some beautiful areas. Oh yeah, it is, man. There's one route I got saved. I always say, like I said, I have it, I got it online. I can't remember from who though. It's from a forum though, that I was on. And, they had a trip that they took through the Ozarks, and they recorded the GPS track. You do any fishing? Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Not as much as I'd like to, but just a little bit. But he recorded his GPS track of the trail he went on, and I followed that track out. You know, I made sure obviously it was all public, which it was. And dude, it was absolutely gorgeous. And every time I head out that way, that's one of the tracks I do. And it's 6 hours long, man. Once you get into it, you're there. You know, it is straight mountains and shit, dude. Like I'm talking, and it's a trail. You know, it's into the mountains. There's nothing. It's just 6 hours long, and that's moving it like. In some places, you can move up to like 30 miles an hour, which is kind of booking it in that area, you know. But yeah, man, it just a lot of times you're kind of hitting some a little bit of technical shit. There's some creek crossings and all that. Last time me and my wife, when me and her went, we fell. we was crossing slowly. It wasn't like we were speeding across or nothing and slid off a bike. We were kind of walking it across. You know, I was just slowly going across it, and I lost my footing, and we laid over. So we both got soaking wet. Yeah, it makes for a great time. So we rode. Once we come out of that trail, I said, well, let's go get dinner. We won't worry about it. Because like I said, when you're out there, you're not too far from anything. So if you want to pack light, you can do it. Like I said, just pack your bare essentials. You ain't got to carry like a shit ton of stuff out there because you're never far from anything. There's always food. There's always something. Just you'll be all right. So we went out. We got dinner, and we like I said, but we picked a place that was kind of far, like a decent drive or a decent ride, and we dried off along the way. We were pretty much mostly dry by the time we made it there. Yep. I told her, I said, I'm so sorry, man, I dropped us in that creek, but she says she wants to do it again, so she'd do it again. I mean, at the time, I don't know about now though. She's pregnant, so that's definitely off the table. Yeah. But we are planning a trip out to Colorado, so we started talking more about that and getting our ducks in a row on that. And we're shooting for towards the end of July because we got some shit happen, which everybody knew now. They hadn't heard, but everybody that's been here knows. Some shit happened. We had a lot of problems during June because June was the month. We had it all planned out. We were fixing to, pull the trigger on it and do it. And then we had a problem out of her sister-in-law, or my sister-in-law. It's her sister. And we had to go through a whole bunch of shit there. And on top of all of that, I got jury duty. And they had me for the month of June. All the way from halfway through May, all the way through June. We just, like I'm talking last week, got released from that shit. Colorado's a cool place. Yeah, it is. I did the train ride from Silverton to Durango. I saw one train ride like that. I want to do a train ride, dude. I just want to, man. Let's see, train ride from Silverton to Durango. I got a ride on a caboose. It was amazing. Hell yeah, dude. I saw the Durango place though, because I was looking at places to like take a train and shit. I was like, dude, that's cool. Because I've never been on a train before. I've cut on them. I've had to deal with them like that, but I've never rode a train officially. but we've had to scrap them and shit, you know. There was some old train cars I used to run all through. They were old too, man. They had like all the old kitchen, you know, the kitchen cars and all that, dude. It was cool as hell. But you know, asbestos lined, all that good stuff. You know, healthy for, you know, kids. Anyhow, yeah, man. Oh yeah, dude, it sucked. It sucked cutting them up. Dude, they have open cars and all kinds of different ones you can ride in. Hell yeah, dude. I've been looking into that, man. Yeah, I've been looking into that. I want to ride a train. Me and my wife, my son. But man, I looked at the prices though. Oh my god. Woo! They yeah, to get your own little private cabin for 2 adults and 1 toddler, which eventually it's going to be 2 adults and 2 kids. Man, they were kicking north of $800. Oh, it was crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the only thing that that kind of stopped me from doing it. The finest asbestos particles. Yeah. Yeah, you know, the healthy stuff. Back when asbestos was a thing. Yeah, it had a asbestos insulation, so that's always nice. Anyhow, yeah. Wonder why they didn't use those train cars anymore. Anyhow. Yep. But I'd love to do it, man. Riding a train. Because it would be nice just to kind of take your mind off things, not have to worry about the trip. The trip's taken care of, you just ride. You know? 2800 US is almost 4K in Canadian right now. Damn! Ouch. Yeah. But yeah, I just happened to hop on. That's like I hopped on Amtrak. I was checking that out, and that's where I got that $2,800 from. I was like, you know what? I think I can wait. Yeah, I think $2,800 a little on the high side. You know, I'm on a beer pong budget. Like I ain't rich. I promise. Like y'all see all the equipment and shit. I promise you there was some good ass deals. Hence, the ambulance I'm sitting in now was $300. That's my baller move right there, buddy. My ass is 1 hospital bill away from being broke, and I damn near did it yesterday. I damn near did it. Oh my god. If it's free, it's for me. You know, dumpster food don't look half bad after all. I'm almost there. Oh my god. Yeah, let's hope it never makes it to that point. Yep. That's like all this YouTube stuff, man. My setup is super basic. All this time, man, from the baler to now, I've been using the same suction cup mount, which is taking a beating. You ought to see the damn thing. It's taking a beating. I had to buy this cable here. It was a fast charging cable. That sumbitch was $30 freaking, man. But I had to have it to be able to keep up with the charging on this thing. I had to buy this battery pack for when I'm in a machine that don't have, you know, outlets and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I've invested some money into this YouTube thing, man, here and there. Like, for instance, the tripod I'm sitting on, which I got a good deal on it. It was on clearance. Because I got the tripod and I got the, that... I couldn't believe it. They had a full-on gimbal, you know, battery-operated gimbal, you know, that kept the phone level and shit, you know, for like $12 at Walmart. I like to fill out. Because I didn't even know Walmart carried them. But it was there. It was that and this tripod. I got it dirt cheap. But yeah, dude. The whole YouTube thing, I did it for almost no money. So if you got something you're into, man, like, and it's true. I have to say that. Getting to 5,000 subs, again, on the grand scheme of things, 5,000 is nothing, dude. Like, I'm talking, I mean, well, I do have Mr. Beast sweating a little bit, you know. Like I said, Whistling Diesel, he's kind of worried. He's like, this guy, he has 5,000 subs already, man. It's, oh my God, what are we going to do? You know, I understand they're sweating. It's all right, guys. Take it easy. You know, deep breaths. but but just do what you do. You know, my wife, she's the one that got me to record all this shit, and I would have never thought it would take off like this, and it did. You know, again, 5,000. I know it ain't a lot, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, but still, to me, it's huge. It's absolutely massive. You got 5,000 people. Put 5,000 people in a yard. All right, that's a lot of fucking people, man. And they're just they sub to you, man. That's the way I see it. You know, 5,000 to me is a shit ton of people. It's a metric shit ton of people. Yeah. So I'm stoked about it, really. I did all that with a suction cup mount and a cell phone. Trust me, if you got something you like, man, if you love doing it, man, just do it. Record that, you know, just, it might take off, who knows. I'm hoping, see, the only thing I'm scared of, the only thing I'm kind of worried about, I've seen a lot of channels similar to this that do the machine type content, and the only thing that's kind of weird about it is I see a lot of them topping out at around 30 to 40,000 subs, and then that's it. Like, you'll see it kind of go stagnant after a minute. So I got to try to keep doing new shit, you know, to try to keep it up. Again, I don't expect many views on these, you know, like these little home live streams and whatnot. Just, I don't expect much out of it. But like I said, it's not about that. I'm about just hanging out with everybody, you know, talking to everybody and whatnot. So this is just shooting the shit. But man, just the machines. I don't know. I just gotta keep something fresh happening with that, because it does get stagnant after a while. That's why I'm kind of glad I'm into the Traco now, because again, the baler, it's an awesome machine. It really is cool. But if you're doing the same exact thing over and over and over, it gets old. And at least with the Traco, we can move around and do different things and tear into different vehicles and do different shit. You know, that's awesome. You know, it's like when I go to clear out. You know, the land and whatnot. I'm moving trees, I'm knocking trees over and shit like that, you know? It's different. You couldn't do that with the baler. You gotta do it because you love doing it. Exactly, yeah. Oh, I love machinery, man. Operating machinery is my calling. If I could get into an aircraft, that would be my real calling. But for what I can do now, for sure, machinery is it. You need to set up a few of those cars for Demolition Derby with Mr. Beast, and then collab already in the works, no doubt. Yeah, dude. Hey, did you see the runner we had? Maybe not Mr. Beast, maybe a donut operator. Yeah. Yep. Dude, I've seen donut operator. He's a cool dude. What was it? So on my live streams, I have a Dukes of Hazzard car jumping, right? Okay, we didn't quite jump, because that car but it shocked me what that car went through, man. On camera, it does not look like shit, dude. It looks like you just rode across flat ground. It was boom, 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 you know, it just steep hills and shit, you know, and then, of course, we went through a soft spot. I was for sure we was going to get stuck, but it went through it. I picked up Mason, and me and him both were driving through all kinds of shit, you know. It was so funny. But it wasn't like, it wasn't its own stream was in that car. We were operating machinery, but I wanted to set a car as the thumbnail, a car jumping, because that's what we did. Somewhere through that, we had a runner. I was like, oh shit, it runs. I was transferring between machines, and that's when I fired it up, and we just took off. We just started just tearing shit up. Yeah. Yeah, dude. We started tearing shit up. We got a runner. I remember one time we had some vans, dude. We crashed. That was cool. And then one time at a scrapyard. This is when I was working at a scrapyard. So you know that video where they jumped a car, you know, and shit like that? You'd be surprised how often that shit happens off camera. That's like, for instance, there's one challenge we like to do when we get a runner in. We'll try to climb a pile, a scrap. You know, no shit. We'll we'll start from a distance and we'll run into it, you know. Of course, we're talking 10 and we don't really want to drive into shit that's going to impale you and whatnot, you know. But we try to climb to the top, you know, all the way to the top. I got about 3/4 of the way before the radiator was punctured and the airbags were popped. We do dumb shit. Why do women live longer? I couldn't put my finger on it. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Don't know. Tis what it tis. We have to tickle our tisms. And that would be tickling our tisms. Let's crash shit. My wife says the same thing. Yeah, my wife says it a lot. Like a lot. Yeah. See, what happened was, shit, I run into a guy, he used to work with us, he come in yesterday, right before I, was done with work. It was right when I backed the truck in, and I was done with work. He come in whenever Chasten was still there. But we call him Big E. Now, there's a driver, too. There's 2 Big E's that I know. And there's this guy, and then there's a driver. And ironically, both names are Eric. But anyhow, he's the one that I got to say what happened was, man, that was our favorite saying around the shop. Because anytime something fucked up, man, it could just break the seriousness of the conversation. Like, see, what happened was, he still uses it to this day. And then, dumb ways to die. Well, we're doing something like super sketchy, like how does that little jingle go? We're gonna do some sketchy shit, doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope we get away with it, doo-dah, dee-dee-dum. And then we play, dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways to die. Oh, man, we've done some dumb shit, man. Some really dumb shit. And somehow, we're still here. Yep, somehow we're still here. My guardian angel, he drinks. Can you imagine? He's sitting at his desk. Oh, he's gonna do. You're gonna do what? I'm taking the day off. Ah! Oh man, I'm self-entertainment, I guess. What the hell, dude? Bottle of Tylenol on the desk next to the drink. Gonna need it. Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass. When you hear that phrase, it's about to be bad. Man. Yep. Hi, I'm gonna pick a fight with Mike Tyson. Dumbass. We all know that fight was about money, I promise you. They got healthy paychecks. Damn. Old Mike Tyson. What's his name though? Again, the greatest fight I think I've ever seen in my life, and it was just the most brutal shit ever, man. Was what was his name? Shit, dude. The guy's got Marlboro voice. What's his name? Well, he was wearing American what do you call it, spandex while he's fighting. What's his name? Shit. They became best friends after the fight too, and unfortunately, his opponent got paralyzed, pretty much neck down, if I'm not mistaken. But they became best friends, like I said, after this fight. It was that much respect between the two of them. But it was the most badass fight I've ever seen in my life. They straight up just hounded on each other, man. Full on, zero defense. No defense at all punches, straight to the head, both of them, man. It was the coolest shit. Battle, let's see, what was his name? I almost had it for a second. Jesus. There were some awesome fighters, man. Pure fucking America and Japan. How would you say the America version of Japan? How would you say that? That's actually curious. Anybody from Japan? It was the UFC, yeah, it was the UFC, but it was, let's see. My favorite one was, Strickland beat Izzy, see, it wasn't all the shit he was talking, yeah. Oh, there was another one with, what's his name, Eddie Hall and, those two, what's their names, they were being so disrespectful to the dude, man. And he absolutely fucking annihilated. It was 2v1. And he annihilated him, man. That was so funny. That was Eddie Hall and those two. Whoa. You see, they're that, you know, just who gives a shit, right? They disappeared into the afterthought. But it was those, but everybody knows this story, man, because they became best friends after the fight. And unfortunately, his opponent ended up paralyzed from the neck down. He still takes care of him to this day, you know. Yatashi or something like that was his name, I think. Yatashi, was it? Fuck. I can't even remember his name, the American's name. What's his name? Fuck. But I mean, it was just straight beating. For I'm talking, it might not have been, like, I'm probably exaggerating the 5 minutes, but can you imagine getting punched in the face with such brutality for 5 minutes straight, man? They were fucked up after the fight, man. But even after that, and they called through a technicality of who won, he still raised his his opponent's hand, man. Just like, dude, this was a beating. Yeah. Ryan Curtis? No, it wasn't him, was it? Here, I tell you what, I could find it. It's gonna pause for y'all for a second. I know it's probably gonna pause just for a second. I'll be right back, because I'm going to find his name. I got to find his name. Give me 1 second. Dan Fry and Yoshimiro Takayama. Those two, that was the baddest fight. But Don Fry, I couldn't remember his name to save my life. But yeah, Don Fry. And Yoshimiro Takayama. I had his name kind of right. I was close on his name. Dude, you get ready, man. Get ready. That is the most badass shit, man. Just look up Don Fry and Yoshimiro Takayama, and just see this absolute brutality. You'll see what I'm talking about, man. It's nuts. Oh my god, it's nuts. Just absolute brutality. It was damn near Mortal Kombat in that moment. Let's see how much battery power I got left on here. Still, look, it does pretty good. It was like 12.7 when I started. I gotta put a grommet here and all that good stuff. But yep, 12.1 we're still at. Running AC full blast in here. Yep. Like I said, she ain't party, but she works. Let's see. Okay, we'll do this. What's up, everybody? Yeah, that was the baddest fight I've ever seen in my life. What's up? Promise you ain't nothing to look at, man. I'm ugly as they come, man. Yeah. It's weird being, let's see. That's cool as well done. What's up, Chop? Yeah, I age like milk. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, no, That's running in the family. I'm balded the whole night. It's kind of fucked up, man, because, see, there's one thing I've always been self-conscious of. It's my teeth. And this is the reason I don't like going on camera. Because I have some chipped teeth right here. I bit an RV seat back when I was, working on an RV. And I fell off the step. And ever since, man, I can't afford to fix them, man. I keep them clean as best I can, man. Just, I know it's not good for them to have chips. There's only so much you can do. I'm afraid I'm going to end up losing these, and I'm going to be really fucked up then. Because then I'm going to look like a gas station, weirdo. That's when you can do it. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Yeah. Yeah. They get better looking as they get older. By the time I'm 97, I'll be gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah, I can see myself now. 97, buddy, I'm going to be, I'll be lucky if I make it. Let's put it that way. Yeah, we with my lifestyle, yeah. I'd rather live, though. Just have fun, get it all out now. I'd rather live a great life but a short one versus a long life but a boring one. Yeah, Jackson just saw you. Yeah, buddy. But that's the only reason I don't really go on camera right here, is this right here. It fucks me up every time. So that's the reason why I don't really turn the camera in on myself. That's why it's always weird, because I know doing live streams like this, man, I would get more views if I show myself. It's just that's the only thing that was holding me back. But I guess I'm at a point now, kind of like just a fuck it kind of mentality. At first I was kind of just, I didn't want to do it, but now it's like, just fuck it at this point. Yeah, by 97 I would have forgotten. Well, yeah. I don't know, man. We come into this world shitting in a diaper and no teeth. We go out of this world, no teeth and shitting in a diaper. Yeah. I know a man, he lived to be 105 years old, man. It was awesome. But he was 105 years old. He still had his original teeth, most of them. Yeah, he lost a few along the way, but he had most of his original teeth, man. That was pretty cool. Oh, yeah. Y'all always see me out, just walking towards the baler and towards the traco, but never like this. This is not, this is new. This is the first time ever. Even when I was doing motorcycle content and shit like that, man, it's just first time here. Yep. I'm built like an orangutan. I just, Yeah. We're not lookers. I'm definitely not a hooker. Hold up. Oh man, if Certified was here, couldn't it? Let's see, bikes are cool. You had a bread in your beard, bro. Nope. Nope. I didn't eat nothing this morning. Fresh out the shower. It's probably that blonde right there, yeah. Sound blonde right here. Captain Blonde Beard. Let's see. You're all saying we were born in the world, but have a body. Yeah, that's right. You said you have a body that, what was it? Something in a condom? You said you look like mayonnaise in a condom or some shit. Or what was it? How'd it go? Well, that's what it was. Yeah. Nah, you're good, dude. You're good. Yeah, I got. It's naturally just blonde right here. Yep. Condom full of water naked. Yeah, that's what it was. Condom full of water naked. Yeah. I figured that we got to get to this point, though. If we're going to be growing the channel any further, we got to get to this point. Y'all kind of know what I look like anyways, just again, approaching machines and all that, but yeah, we're going to do more lives like this. Because this feels better, you know. Everybody be able to see me and all that. I build like a Crash Bandicoot from picking up all the freight at work. Goofy ass. Yeah. Hey, that's why everybody always, they're always, you know, on me about, you know, when I'm picking up wheels and shit like that with the Traco. I learned the hard way. And yes, I had people tell me, don't, if a machine can do it, use the machine. And me being just a meathead, man, just do it by hand, right? You will pay for that. And anybody listening, man, anybody younger, you know, just thinking they're on top of the world, man, it will catch up to you. It will. I don't give a fuck, it'll catch up to you, man. Yeah. Get ready for that. Shit changes. Next thing you know, you're sitting at the edge of the bed in the morning. Fireside chat. Fuck that. Fuck that. Ain't no way, buddy. Ain't no way. Hell no. This don't work. Yeah, no, it don't. Not strangely hypnotic. Naked on a trip. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Has to have a hobby. Leave it to Chop. No, hell no, though. There ain't no way, dude. Fuck that. There's some weird ass peeps in this chat. Yeah, it happens, man. That's part of the internet, man. You get some weird ones. Trust me, hey, dude, if you was here at the very beginning, there was this guy we called Diaper Man. We thought he was just trolling at first, man. We're used to that, man. Trolls coming in, just, you know, like that one right there. But he kind of just let it go, was done, right? We get some people in here, man. They just over and over, and it turns in from a troll to like, okay, this is fucking annoying. It's pitiful, right? And we had one guy. He was actually trying to find where the baler was. He wanted, and I almost half-assed think dude was serious. He wanted us to crush him in a car because he said he can die his own way, and to let him be crushed in a car, and it could all be legal. And as far as he knows, we're in Washington State. So anyhow, he said he wanted to be crushed in the car, but with his diapers. And I think he was very specific on the amount, too, the amount of diapers he had. What was it, like a 50-pack or some shit like that? He had this strange fascination with diapers. I don't know what it was. It was weird. Just fucking weird. Yeah, Alaska, yeah. Now, we're in Russia. We're in Mother Russia. You gotta hop an ocean, buddy. Go across the Bering Strait. Let's see, I remember. Yeah, you remember that, Jack? Yeah. And I found him. He's still subscribed. He probably watches these for sure. He just we don't see him. Watch out for the polar bear. Yeah. Here's a hint. I live where polar bears are. I should probably shut that door right there. Oh man. Yeah, dude, Diaper Dude was that was a weird one. Very. I know he was, like, I could tell him, I was getting uncomfortable about it, and then everybody in chat was getting uncomfortable. Like, he was making everybody uncomfortable. Zap! He was gone. He was in the very beginning, though. Like, that was like, really close to the beginning. Because I think we had Ghost, we had Jack, we had, Chop was in here. Yeah, Chop, because you you and Ghost Shop, I think, was kind of like, you know, like kind of going at it with him. It was so funny, dude. And then we got rid of him. Then you'll get some really wild texts as your channel gets bigger. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, get ready for that. I'm sure that won't take long. Take the cake. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. It was Chopping Ghost that was kind of messing with him. Yeah, dude. Dude was 100% serious. Oh my god, he was serious. I've come across some weird people in real life too, man. I ever tell you about the time I got catfish? Damn near it. Yeah. Yep. That almost happened. But hey, let me tell you something. There's something about a man. Everybody knows when you see a man, you know a man. I don't give a fuck how good you try to hide it. You know when it's a man, right? So anyhow, that was a long time ago. It was my first time ever trying online dating out. I don't recommend that. Don't do it. Just don't. Just trust me, don't do it. Anyhow, because you're going to run into two things, bots and transvestites. It just is what it is. Because, yeah, they tried to catfish my ass, dude. So I won't meet in private. I won't meet nobody in private. Just fuck that. You know, that's how you end up dead. But I said, we'll pick a place, public place, and we'll meet. And it ended up being a restaurant over here in next town over, you know. So they'd already made it there, strangely. You know, they'd already went inside, set up a seat. You know, kind of a red flag, right? Normally you meet out in the parking lot, you go in, right? Together. Not this one. I already had it set up inside. Should have known better. Professional. Try going to Thailand then. Oh my god. Yeah. But, so I walked inside, you know, and I found her. And I'm walking up to the table, and I just noticed some broad-ass shoulders, dude. There's something off. There's just something off about this whole situation. And I know I got to the table. I started to sit down, and I was like, I just wouldn't look up at me, right? Just wouldn't look up at me, you know. I was greeting, like, hey, you know, how you doing, this and that, and yada, yada. Right? All right? And it was bugging me, dude. I was like, the shoulders, everything else. And then when he finally looked up, and I said, are you a fucking man? I said it just like that, out loud, in front of God and everybody in there, dude. Yeah. You motherfucker. I walked out of there, dude. I did that shit in front of every fucking body, man. That's some fucking bullshit to pull on somebody. You're gonna try to get them out there and try to. Where do you think this is gonna fucking go? Oh, that's okay. No, it's not okay. Fuck you. Let's see. Don't meet up with me. I have my own polar bear trap made out of logos. Wait, what? Oh, Legos. Dude. That was the first time anything like that ever happened to me, man. That was fucking weird. And that was pretty much it. That sealed the fate on internet dating right there. Nope. Hell no. Hell no. Yeah, I'm glad that shit was over with. That was my lesson learned right there, buddy. Because it was only bots, and then and that was the first real one. And let me tell you something. Technology's scary. You can hide that shit. Oh, you can hide that shit really well in pictures. You can doctor some pictures up and shit. Because I didn't notice broad shoulders in the pictures and shit, you know. And when it came time to actually go on a date, yeah, fuck that. In person, yeah, those filters don't help you. No, they don't. Hell no. I'm telling you, that next town over, I'll put it this way, it's kind of filling up with shit like that, man. Yep. You do your own thing, but don't you try to catfish people into shit. Yep. I went on a blind date. Her dog was cute. Ah, that's a good one. Man. I remember my cousin, I was pissed off about this one because she was not a looker. Like, I know I'm not a looker. I'm not, like I said, I don't claim to be. I'm gonna tell you right now, when you're a solid -3, ain't no way. She was every bit of about 600 pounds, probably around 500, 500 or 600 pounds. She was up there. Moles, I mean, just about as bad as it can get, man. And my jive ass cousin, dude, gave her my number, said he's single, try him out. Well, here's the thing, it wasn't my phone number, he gave me my messenger. Well, back then, Messenger, whenever you would send a message to somebody that's not your friend, you know, on Facebook, it would go into message request. And used to, you had to kind of access that. It wouldn't notify you like it does now. You didn't get notifications. And it was kind of like an off, you had to kind of find it, you know, to get there, right? Well, one day, I think it was an update that did this. So when they finally updated Messenger to where it would notify you, like, or it was easier to get to, I saw it had like 99 plus, you know, on the message request. It's like, what the fuck's all this? So I go in there, there's a lot of bots and shit, but there was this one, and it had like a shit ton, like I'm talking a shit ton of messages. And I click into it, and I started scrolling, and it's like, good morning, good night, I love you so much, good morning, good night, I love you, good night, yada, yada, yada. Just all this, I'm like, who the fuck is this? I'm scrolling up, man, I go forever. And I just keep going forever, man. This is day by day by day. And I saw a thick spot, so I stopped there. I come back, and there's like paragraphs. So like, she thought I replied to her and was talking to herself within this chat that she was doing by herself. There was no other side. It was just her. Anyhow, I keep scrolling back up, and that's when I get to the very, very beginning of the actual conversation. And that's when I find out that motherfucker's dead. So anyhow, I had to whoop my cousin's ass. Nah, I didn't whoop his ass. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. It was asshole. Fuck you. Love you, cousin, but fuck you. That was a dick move. Where's bro code, man? What the fuck? I have no clue what he just said. But, yeah, dude. Yeah. But, yeah, she said, yeah, I found out you was single, yada, yada, yada. You're just going on about this. I didn't know none of this was going on. So I quietly deleted that and made sure that never happened again. I've come across some weird ones. Dude, my love life's like my fridge full of leftovers and nothing I actually want. Holy shit. Let's see. We went to skydiving together. She knew when she was hit the ground because I'm pretty sure she didn't have time to feel the lead went slack. Dude, deaf and dumb in real life. She was fugly. I broke her hands so she could not tell her dad what I did. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. Let's see, I don't know what he said. If Steven was here, he might be able to translate that. Huh. What's up, Barney? We're in the ambulance. You was here. I think I remember seeing your name yesterday, right? When we was putting the ambulance body on the truck. Yeah, I think I saw your name. I'm almost sure of it. Yeah. Yep. I figure if we're going to be going any further with the content in the channel, if we're doing these shooting the shit live streams, might as well just turn the camera around. Let's see. We're in the bed. Nope, I hadn't done it yet. Still don't know what you said, Ladislav. But there is somebody in here, so he's not on yet. But it's his name's Steven. He can translate that, man. Oh, is the essence of life. 60 degrees suction. Yeah. Well, all I gotta do is turn the camera around. Because it points right at me because the way I got it pointed at the claw, I could just hit that flip, right there, and it'll point right back at me from the machine. But I don't know, the better view would be seeing what it's doing, Oh, you mean like one of the ones that swivel around, like changes the view all the time? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I don't know, it'd probably be annoying though, because it would turn away like right when I'm doing something interesting. Everybody'd be like, "What the fuck, man?" I can see it. I can see it. Bro, you missed the good shit. Should man, I'd like to do some more land clearing. We had it'd be nice if he would like outsource the traco on different jobs. That'd be cool. And that one was something in the heart. Yep. Yeah, we outsource the traco and do some land clearing. I think that would be some awesome content. Then we could do a big bonfire, you know, when we get all the trees cleared out and everything. That'd be cool. Well, it's always time me out when I ask if you but what? Oh no. He's good. No, you're good, dude. I still don't know what you're saying, dude. Ladislav? I'm probably butchering that name. That's fine. Part of it. I think it's Polish. Yeah. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Don't know. Nah, you're good, dude. You're good. Well, we had one that was kind of... We kind of demoted him, though. He's not a mod no more. And it's only because I caught a lie, you know. It was a little bit of a lie he was in, you know, so... But I think he was the one timing you out. Google says, Marathi? How long will it take to live? Hold up. Say what? I don't know. Don't know. Somebody press 1 on his ass. You gotta speak American. Oh man. Hey dude, those glasses they got now, the Meta AI ones, they look like regular glasses, man. I'm proud of them. They actually made them kind of, you know, sleek. You know, there's not like a bulky system or nothing like what it was, man. Everybody used to laugh at the Google glasses. There was no way. But yeah, dude, it can translate. They won't see the translation. You can see it real time though. So as somebody's talking to you, it'll translate it right there in front of you. Like you could read right exactly what they're saying. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So if I had that, that'd be pretty cool. Because I could probably look at the screen and it could, because it's supposed to see what you see. It's kind of scary in a way, but it can see what you can see, and then it can translate what's in front of you. And it's pretty cool. Use Google Translate. Yeah. Because I wish they had it in chat though. That'd be nice. Because I don't think. Let me try. Let's see. No, it doesn't give me the option. So I click on them, it don't give me the option. Yep. Wish I had let me translate. I understood what I did wrong. Remember the mansplainer? Remember that funny skit they did? I'm fine. Me not fine. We need that. Yeah, that's a necessity. My favorite content with the Google Glasses was when they sneak into the Scientology buildings with them. They freak out at being recorded. Yeah, they do. Yeah. Yeah, that's a weird subject there. That really is. Yeah, buddy. But yeah. That's what they called it. It was a little skit they did on YouTube. It was called the mansplainer. Then they had the what was it, the woman's splainer, or they had one at the very end where they where it translated men, like, you know, our basic, you know, one-liners and shit, you know, to women, to woman speak. Yeah. Tis what it tisms. She said, go. He said, don't go. Me not fine. But only rub back, no hanky panky. Let's see. I don't know. Don't know. That's to mention it's beer goggles. Yeah. Yeah, those have been around for a long time. But the moles would fit in the back of the car with Good thing my truck's tall. Ain't no way. Yep. I don't mind meat. I don't mind meat on the bones at all, but there is a limit. 450, 500, 600 pounds, that's a lot. There's smells. There are smells. I'm not the type to where you lift the flat, throw the flour, find the wet spot. I'm not that. Still don't understand what you're saying. There are smells. There are smells you will. You ever have one waddle past you, you know, and you kind of like, ooh, yeah, one of those, yeah, no. I tell you, if you ever want to get inspired to work out, watch my 600-pound life. You will see just how rough it can get. Yeah. There is a certain point. I remember the first time it ever happened to me. I got up to 290 pounds at one point. I actually got pretty big. And I had to stop. I was like, dude, this ain't going nowhere good. And I dropped all the way down to 225 and was walking pure muscle, man. I mean, I'm talking just... That was the stoutest I've ever been in my life. It was when I was at 225 pounds. I done creep back up. I ain't saying I'm a skinny ass. I definitely ain't. Right now I'm sitting around 250. Jesus. Hell. There we go. I'm sitting around 250 or so. But it was 225 and I was pure muscle. We used to, so copper. We had copper this big around, man. We'd have to take, and those copper that big, itty bitty little strands of copper, all mixed in these loads. I remember they'd pack them. They'd pack them all in these dumpsters, man. These huge, those 40-yard dumpsters that a roll-off truck can carry. They'd pack them all in that, and we would have to dump it out inside of the building. And it was me and one other guy. We'd have to get in there and just untangle that shit, man. You want to talk about getting strong? That'll make you strong right there, buddy. We did that shit all summer long, man. And I mean, that was probably when I was walking the stoutest. Golly, man. I miss it. I do miss it. I need to get back into it. Man, operating machinery. Woo! I've noticed it. Look at that. I ain't got it no more. There's stretch marks. Oh yeah. You have brown said stick it in the crevice. Don't you know? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, Methy Gold, yeah, for sure. I remember though, this was back at the height of copper prices. And this is back when damn. There we go. This is back when copper prices were high, and see now Bear Bright and number one copper just it can be burnt, you know. Right now they're hovering around the same price. It's really no real difference, you know. But back then Bear Bright was way higher than just regular number one, and that's what all this was. When we were, I could say I was a stripper, because I was. I stripped miles of that shit, so I tell everybody I'm a stripper. I was a certified stripper. Anyhow, I stripped miles of that shit, man, and when we stripped it, we'd run through and we'd cut it. So we had a little chopper, a hydraulic chopper over there, so we'd strip it through the stripper and then we'd chop it. And we'd put these, we'd put all that shit, these big old Gaylord boxes, and each box was around $14,000 to $15,000 worth. It was that kind of money. No shit. If only I could have a box, that'd be nice. But yeah, no, I just worked. Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, I need to start. I mean, I don't really need a gym. Just start walking and doing more, staying busy. You know, that'll do it to you. The line of work I do, yeah. Because I've always done physical work, man. It's just ever since I got into machinery, man. It's just. That's right. Now I operate it full time. Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Because a lot of times it was always operate, work. You know, you'd use the machine, then you get right back to work. You know, and that's it never lasted. Like you would work. I mean, you put time in. Don't get me wrong. I had a lot of time on machines. It's just there was a lot of work in between with it. You know, because I was always by myself when I was doing this. So not only would I be running the machine, I'd be doing a lot of the physical work behind it too. You know. And just, you know, now it's like full-time machines mostly. I still do a lot of work, but it's like mostly machines, and I love that. Love it. I'm 62, definitely not the man I was. Yeah, dude. It's definitely, I feel it, man. I was like, right now I'm pretty stoved up from the whole falling like a sack of potatoes thing, smacking my head on that bumper, man. And we might have that on camera. I'm still waiting on a message. Still waiting on a video to come in. Because they got security cameras everywhere out there. So I imagine we we caught that. I have no shame. I'll post it. Y'all see the kind of fuck up I did. Yep. I was unhooking damn that lawnmower trailer. I slipped her off that son of a bitch and fell, and golly, that hurt. But the main thing was I jammed the fuck out of this finger. My ring finger, too. I had to take my ring off, it was swelling. And that's tungsten carbide. I'm not fixing to leave that shit on there. It's doing a lot better today. Yesterday it was really bad. It's still pretty sore. Yep. How old is me? Getting there. Getting towards the spoilt milk side of things. I still don't know what you're saying, Ladislav, or Ladislav, or however you say your name. I'll do the last part, Bucko. I can say that, Bucko. Yeah, there you go. I have no clue what you're saying, though. I was never the same after wait, hold up. 21 plus tax. Right. Yeah. Kiss them 20s goodbye. They went by quick. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Mama Bear? We're up. Y'all ready to roll to get some breakfast? All right. We'll do our usual. You're as old as the woman you feel. Yeah. I ain't to Kane status yet. But hell yeah. Sorry, Mama. Oh no, you're good. You're good. We're talking about saving the world, being good people. You know, we're just we're not talking about nothing inappropriate. We are good people. We are good people. We don't it was straight conversation, just nothing wrong. You know, all we were missing was certified, and then it would have really been we would have really been off the rails. Hey, I'm on camera, by the way, babe. Nothing weird, honest. Yeah. Remember the parody of that movie? Oh man. Yeah, if you want to, we'll get all loaded up and we'll go. Hell yeah. Well, everybody, I might go live at the place that we go. We'll see how packed it is. If it's packed, maybe not. But yeah, because it'd be weird having a camera out. You know, you're filming what you're eating and all that with other people around. But yeah. See, I've been sick in bed with the flu for like 3 days. Made my day. Oh yeah, I appreciate that, buddy. Man, hey, that's good news. I'm glad I made your day better. Like I said, we just shoot the shit on the weekends, man. Like I said, the lives ain't big at all, but man, it's for me, it's therapy. It's nice. But yeah, we're gonna get going down the road. But like I said, if it's not packed in there, I'll go live. We'll see how this place is. It's awesome. It's old school, man. It's old school. It's pretty cool. But I'll see y'all either, if not later today, it might be tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see what's going on. We got kind of a full weekend going on, so we'll see. But it's nice talking to everybody. I'll take it easy. Oh shit! There you go.